Welcome, everybody, to the Tipped and Stiffed podcast with your hosts, Cade Alvarez and
Jarod Sturridge.
I hope you all had a good week. As this is coming out on Friday, the good work week, and we're going to kick it off with the Tipped and Stiffed podcast for your God-blessed weekend.
Trying to bless your ears.
Bless
and
your
eyes.
ears.
Look at my fit.
Number 48, kind of a big deal, coming up on 50. Pretty exciting.
I can feel it.
I'm excited to do some fun stuff for episode 50, at least just to celebrate you guys. And it's kind of works out that our podcast turns a year old right when pretty much we have episode 50. So that's pretty exciting, that for those who have kind of followed the journey, those who have jumped on the journey and then binge watched the podcast and now are caught up.
Most people are like, I catch up and I just binge it. What's funny, isn't it funny that I thought we were going to hit 100? Like in September, I was like, we'll get 100 by the end of the year. we were at 35, bro. We were at 35.
We'll get 100.
Well, so we could get there. Well, I was like, we'll do 2 a week.
We'll do 2 a week. Sometimes we were like, we'll do 2 a week. Sometimes we'll do 3. Like, we really were like,
we thought.
That's okay. But here we go. I had a good weekend. This is being recorded on Sunday, December 12th. And so I went out on Saturday to see Playboi Carti with my good friend Richard.
Shout out Richard.
Which was really fun. I wish I had a video to show you, but it's not uploading the right way.
We'll put it in post.
We'll put it in post. Yeah, right here. We'll put it now. And here it is.
And
we're back.
So sick.
The reason why I like that video is because, obviously really cool, like the way that the beat comes in and it stopped breathing, which is awesome. And the crowd was wild, but I didn't know that Playboi Carti had a guitar player, and it added like this extra like energy because super loud. It was at the Raven Eagles Club in Milwaukee, and I mean, he would just he had that thing cranked and was just, you heard in the video just like how loud you can hear how loud it is at first, and he immediately turns it down because it's way too loud. But there's every time in between each song at Carti, they would go into this weird ambiance, like really like Hans Zimmer-esque sounds, and you would just hear the guitar going jump 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 jump, and it was awesome. Like it added so much more to it, and like you would just hear him going like and then the bass drop would come and everyone would go crazy, because it's like you can't play a lot of Carti songs to a guitar. You have to kind of just repeat the same riff over and over, and he did that a lot of times. But the show was cool. It was cool because the way that he did it with the presence that he has is that they since it was inside, they had a smoke machine constantly going. There was lasers, and he had a giant, like, I don't know what it was. It might have been like a TV screen, but they just had these really powerful lights that would light red, and they used the smoke to like project him through the smoke. So you never really saw his face. It was just black silhouettes of him and his guitar player, which was freaky, because what was cool about it is that at no point during the concert was it about seeing him in person. It was only about going raging to the music, which is
pretty artistic.
It was really cool. And I mean, Carti concerts are nuts. It was funny because Richard, my friend, this is the first time he ever been to a concert, and he went to it, and I was like, I turned to him like, hey man, the moment this starts, we're losing each other. And he's like, really? And he's like, I'm like, yeah, just like get ready for that. He's like, okay. I swear the opener came out, Ken Carson started, the whole crowd, you like,
how was he? Because we were waiting. We didn't get to, when Carti got canceled, when you and I went like 2 weeks ago, we had no idea who Ken Carson was.
No, he was fine. Some people knew who he was. They didn't have him turned up all the way, which I wish they did. Rico Nasty was originally supposed to be there, but she was at Rolling Loud, so she wasn't there, which really makes me upset because I wanted to see Rico Nasty really bad because I really like her music. I like that hyper pop, hip hop stuff. When Carti came out, it was loud, super loud. The crowd was crazy. I had lost Richard.
Yeah.
He was gone. And like everyone had their phones out because they knew like Stop Breathing is the opening song and everyone wants to just go crazy to that song. And you're already so exhausted, but like you're ready for the adrenaline rush to kick back in. And that's exactly what happened. Like I forgot about how tired I was. I forgot about how thirsty I was when he came out. And it really was like crowd surge. Everyone ran to the front. Like it didn't stop. There was one point during the show, like when they were just playing music, where the song came, the Shaq West song, Yeah, I'm Shaq West and I'm Dying Shaq West came on. And like you saw people like jumping and it like was like the wave. Like it started in this little point and then just eventually got bigger and bigger. And Richard's like, wow, that shit's about to hit us. And it was just like, whoa. Like,
Before you know it, you're just taken back.
We're just going. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
I really like Carti. His music is just fun to listen to.
And let's reiterate again, if you think that he doesn't deserve to be part of American culture, you're racist.
You're racist.
If you think it's dumb music, you're racist.
And not fun. A boring person.
You're not fun. You can't hang.
But they played Miss the Rage, which was so cool because the guitar player was playing the doo-doo, doo, and it was so loud, and that was awesome. And then there was one point where it got quiet and I could just hear like the background piano. I was like, holy shit, he's about to play Off the Grid. And they did. They fucking played Off the Grid. It was like, and he was
so
like, I'm
pissed.
off the grid.
I was supposed to be there. I'm glad Richard got to go see it as his first concert, but I was supposed to be there. When you got home, you said I would have. When you got home, you told me. I mean, like, yeah, I probably would have died. I probably could have been able to take care of myself and been like, let me back out. But like sometimes that bass like changes your heart, No, and I can feel it in your rib cage. It's weird. Like you can't tell if it's like your organs moving or if it's just like some frequency bouncing between your bones. It's weird.
Your claustrophobia would have fucked you up. Dude,
yeah, maybe. But like the dance, I don't know. The dancing definitely gets me going.
There was a few points where I was like,
were you squished?
Like I was about to freak out because there was like I was literally like squished in. I couldn't move, and I'm like
Astro World.
I'm like I'm like sticking my head up because I'm tall, and I would get like this breeze every once in a while, and I'm just like trying to control my breath so like I'm not gonna freak out, and then the music would start again, and I would just like push the people off me. But when like you're in that position and you're sweating, I like had my shirt off. I just had it like around my neck because I was so hot. My pants were soaked. My shirt was soaked, and people were just raging. I mean, it was insane. The fucking PSA. This needs to be said. If you're going to go to a concert like Travis Scott, Trippie Redd, Playboi Carti, and you're a girl and you're 4'7", don't bring a fucking crop top because so many women were like this the entire concert and then just getting... Because they were like literally like their fucking tits were falling out of their crop top and they like don't want that to happen, which I get. I wouldn't want that to happen either. But you could have you could have chosen a different, like this isn't that, like you shouldn't bring that here because like you're kind of like it's an accident waiting to happen.
Here's the thing before we start.
And before we start, it did happen.
I'm sure it happened. I'm sure many people were seeing that. But that's an outfit for a rave. That's an outfit for a festival.
Right.
That's not an outfit like you wear that to be seen because it looks cool. It looks hot. Like it looks fun. Like it's comfortable.
Dude, there's no. But you're not to wear it.
What's that?
Every right to wear it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it's
you're gonna.
It's a mess. It's gonna be a mess.
Right. You're gonna run into some issues. There's moshing at the dude. There's a. Let's put another. I will put in another video here. All right, and now that we saw that, as you saw, like there was a huge circle of people. Like in that video, it's a small circle, but there was points where the pit, like what would happen is that people all of a sudden you'd be like dancing, and then you would just get squished, and you turn around to you, and they're opening the pit up, waiting for the next bass drop. And then what the craziest thing would happen is that it'd be two smaller ones right next to each other, and then they push the people who were keeping them apart, so then it becomes one huge one, and then people will be running to the center trying to hit backflips when the bass drops, and then just it hits and people just try to murder each other. It was ridiculous and just screaming. It's a blast. I mean, the energy. Again, I do. It's not for the lighthearted. Like,
well, just the thing you described when you said like you had to like hop up to like get air to breathe. Like,
yeah,
that reminds me. And you might know this. When I was a kid, I drowned nearly like maybe every other year. I had a drowning incident, like for like 10 years. And some of them were not as bad, but the last real one I had was when I was like 12 at Noah's Ark, and I was in that fucking wave pool,
right.
you know? And me and my buddy Mateo were in there, and we just kept getting, it pulls you right out. It pulls you further and further into the deeper. And I was like, fine. I hadn't really thought that I would, you know, be unsafe. You know, if there's plenty of people around, there's like 25 lifeguards around. Before I know it, suddenly a wave washes over me, and I try to get back up to breathe, and within the time I tried to get back up, another wave had come over, and I'm like, oh, I'm fucked. Like, oh, I'm fucked. I'm like getting pounded in. I'm like, I look over and like I'm trying to grab onto people. I'm trying to grab onto shit. Nobody's nearby suddenly,
right?
Except for Mateo, who's also drowning. so we're trying to like push it. We're trying to save ourselves off of each other, but making each other drown more. Eventually, I reach my arm out to something. I wrap around this guy's, you know, his donut floaty thing. It was just this Mexican father who just looks at me and he's just wide-eyed, and I was like, and then the whistle blows, and then a lifeguard jumps in
and grabbed you.
And you know, he comes in at that point, like the wave pool had stopped. Like
they shut it.
Because they usually shut it down after a few waves.
They probably hit the emergency thing if they blew the whistle, dude.
They might have
turned it off.
They probably did. And then everybody's looking at me. I'm just throwing up water out of my. It was like it just comes out, like it just starts pouring out of your nose and your mouth. You just like are coughing it out.
Damn.
And then I went and I grabbed the money I had and I bought an entire funnel cake, and I just ate. I just ate out that funnel cake.
Do you want to hear a crazy one?
Yeah.
Wave pool at the in Wisconsin Dells, not Timberwolf, the other foresty one.
Okay. No, it's like it's like
the wilderness.
The wilderness.
Yes.
We're at the wilderness. Their wave pool's great. I really like it. And dude, they used to allow tubes in the wave pool. A lot of places don't let you have tubes anymore because it increases the people drowning way higher. Because the people who don't go in tubes, what happens is that when they go under and try to go back up, they hit a tube, and that happened to me.
And sometimes a tube with someone sitting in it.
Right, and I was like, tubes were over me, and I couldn't get out. And eventually, I was a good swimmer, so like I was fine. But they had these tubes for the lazy river that sometimes people would bring across to the wave pool. That what it had a little see-through plastic. Like kind of bridge in between it so that you could put a baby in it. So you could bring your baby in the lazy river.
Oh,
so
right.
These motherfuckers were bringing in the wave pool.
Right.
And I swear to God, this woman had not a newborn, but maybe like a 6, 7, 8 month old baby.
That should be illegal.
And a wave came and she flipped. Dude, I swear to God, she couldn't find her baby, and I like looked down at my feet, and it was in the water, at my feet, and I like picked it up. I'm like, "This is yours,
ma'am. You dropped this."
And she was like, "Oh my God!" She's like, "I'm so sorry," and she's like looked at me. She's like, "Thank you," and she just like went. I'm like, that was dumb.
I like wait 15 years. You're gonna apologize to that baby in therapy,
dude. I was 13, and I was in my head. I was like, dude, CPS should be here. Like, that was crazy.
You know, when people are like, were you dropped as a baby? And some people are like, yeah, but it's usually just on like their bedroom floor. It's carpeted.
Right.
Imagine being like, yeah, I was dropped in a wave pool. And a stranger found me.
I was never dropped. I was in quotations dropped. My mom came home and she had this is actually the reason they're designed this way. Car seats, the reason why those handles go over the baby is so if it ever rolls, it acts like a roll cage for the baby.
Right.
So my mom said she like put me on like a couch or the table, and something happened where she just maybe didn't put it on there enough, and I fell forward while I was in the car seat carrier, and it like hit, and that handle just went boom, because like what it's there for. And my mom was like, oh my God, and picked me up. And she said when she picked me up, she was like, my little hands and legs were all just sticking out and I was frozen and my eyes were I was just trembling. But I was fine because it's like, it's built to be in like a car accident.
Right.
So it was fine. But she was obviously like, I'm the worst mother ever.
Every fear goes through their head.
But yeah. After the Carti concert, I was very tired. Me and Richard were just like, geeking about it. We were, just talking about just driving home. And I'm like, I'm just going to go to bed. I didn't know if you were going to be up or not.
Yeah, because I was working yesterday. I delivered, it was like 11 hours I was working. But I knew you were coming home and I was hungry as fuck and I was just going to chill.
So I came home. I was like, I don't even know. I think Jared's going to be asleep. And I came and I saw the lights were on in the apartment. I'm like, okay, he's awake, which is, I was kind of like pleased for that. I was like, I want to talk to him about this. Yeah. And I come home.
Figured you would. Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm fucking tired. I'm not moody, but I'm just like tired. And I just come in there and he's on the phone with some person. I'm like, look at this video. And he's like, all right. And he comes and looks at the video. And there's like, he bought beer for the apartment.
Yeah, we ran out and we had to get some Miller High Life.
And did the dishes.
Yeah. And
then he's like, I ordered a pizza. I was like, great.
Figured you'd be pretty hungry, After Bully, we were starving. And I remember that.
A pizza and I'm just sitting there waiting for this pizza to come. I'm growing ever more impatient because I'm tired. I'm literally in my clothes still. I'm wet.
Yeah.
And I stink. I can smell my stench. And he comes and all of a sudden this fucking... He doesn't tell... He tells me like, this is the thing. Everything else was nice. But then he goes, yeah, I got toppers. And then immediately in my head, I'm like, what's wrong with you? I don't voice this.
You should have. You voice everything else, but you don't voice the one thing.
So he grits toppers. And toppers is just a fucking abomination of pizza. And, he calls and he's like, yeah, the delivery driver here. So Jared goes out of the apartment to go meet this drug addict delivering pizzas at 1 a.m.
He was nice. He was a sweetheart. He was nice. His name was Alexander. He was nice.
The next victim of the opioid epidemic.
Wow.
Brings the pizza up. He opens it up. I mean, it's biblical how bad Toppers is. Like I took one. Like you grabbed it, dude. You open it up, and you open it up. I looked at it, and I felt angry. And I was looking at this pizza and you're like, it'll be fine. Like that's you immediately. I was like, the pizza you got, you're immediately like,
it's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. And we take slices. I sit down and eat it. Dude, I took one bite. Bite. And I took a second one. I'm just like, moving it around in my mouth. And you look at me because you're like waiting for me to say things.
I'm just like.
You're waiting for me to comment on what I think about this pizza. And my first thing is like, I'm like, Jared, it's actually more disappointing that it's not disgusting. It's just nothing. It's so bottom of the shelf. I turned to you and I said, I've had frozen pizzas better than this.
I agree. It was scabby. There was no grease or liquid inside that pizza. It was dry.
The crust is chewy. Like it was hard to eat.
It was like a bitter bread. Like the dough was bitter.
Abysmal.
Yeah. I mean, I took a risk getting Toppers because we usually get like Domino's or we get something. I was going to get Wingstop for us, but they closed. For some reason, it was like 11:30, and they said they were closed. They're supposed to close at midnight. Those fuckers.
Do you how you're not supposed to put raisins in the stuffing for Thanksgiving? Like, if you know someone's coming home late, maybe you shouldn't take risks on what pizzas you get.
I learned nothing from Thanksgiving. I didn't learn anything from that.
But and then we talked about it.
Because you said like what I should have done, and I agree what I should have done, but. the doing was done, and I already got the pizza. And I was going to eat it because it was more expensive than a Domino's pizza.
Yeah, that's
Was
the
it?
worst part.
I think it was like by $1 more expensive than a Domino's with the and delivery too. You know.
I can't believe
You know.
you got that far in the delivery, in the order screen.
Yeah.
You went, wow.
I mean, hey,
So then
I
we
was
talked about
trying
it.
to be nice.
You were. And I did. And here's the thing. You know, the delivery driver was nice.
Yeah.
I appreciate the beer. I appreciate everything. I appreciate that man, you know, trying to make ends meet,
Yeah.
delivering this
Yeah.
pizza at like 12 o'clock. I appreciate coming home to the dishes being done and cold beer and a pizza.
Hey, class solidarity, working class delivery guys, the beer, the taking care of the home, having a nice fucking greasy.
Right.
I thought it was gonna be good because the last time I had toppers, it was fire, but I was also 10 years old,
Right.
and it was like mac and cheese pizza, and I was like blown away that was an invention
Because it's
at the
for
time.
children.
Because
And
it's
for
made-
stoners.
It's made for people who don't want to go to Chuck E. Cheese and get the pizza and get hepatitis A, B, and C. And would rather stay at home and watch, you know, I don't know,
Just go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Disney Plus.
CDC
watch
shows
Disney
up-
Plus and have a nice Toppers pizza.
CDC shows up to Chuck E. Cheese and they're like, we had a hepatitis outbreak here.
You're
Which,
looking at
by the way, that's how they tell. Because what will happen is that kids will actually get hepatitis.
and they
then-
track their.
And all the adults will get it. And then they'll test the kids and all the kids will have it, but they'll have zero symptoms because their kids are asymptomatic to hepatitis, which is really weird. But the thing is that, yeah, I don't know why I know that.
So don't go to Chuck E. Cheese. You'll get hepatitis.
There's
Allegedly.
plenty of reasons not to go to Chuck E. Cheese, and that's a big one.
yeah, besides the molesting mouse.
Allegedly.
Alleged.
No, he molested me.
No. Then we start talking about like the order of pizzas and like fast food pizzas.
Yeah.
And for sure Toppers is bottom.
It's pretty fucking low.
I never had Sabario. Have you ever had Sabario, Bryce? The
Sbarro, like in the mall,
Yeah.
the
do you-
airport. Yeah.
Is it?
I mean,
Yes.
It's like just a big slice of pizza. It's not anything special.
it's one of those one slice, one big
yeah, it's
fat
like
slice.
the big triangle slice.
Yeah.
Yeah, gas station and Toppers pizza, same level. Sometimes Quick Trip does it better.
Quick Trip Cheesy Mountain, I think it's called there.
Yes.
Right.
But then you have Toppers.
I threw that up once because I ate so much of it.
That's great.
I was very-
Toppers on the bottom. Oh, would you like to share what you did at work to some poor person's patio?
Bryce, did I tell you about this yet?
No.
I work Amazon delivery. People know this already. I went to grab lunch in the middle of my shift. You're freaking out. It was disgusting. And you know, I didn't really I had coffee in the morning, a very sugary coffee, and then that was all I had because I didn't have time to grab food. And around lunch I went and grabbed. I'm gonna have noodles and company today, so I went there. I was just gonna get, I don't know, I was gonna get either something noodles, or I was gonna get like something Thai, or I was gonna get mac and cheese with like some sort of meat in it. And I was like, I'm gonna go with, that's usually my safe bet. I'm not taking risks at work. But then I forgot about that mentality, and I instead of like the mac and cheese with barbecue in it or something, I got the mac and cheese with the spicy chicken buffalo with all these other spicy like vegetables and seasonings in there. And it was not good. And but I ate it, and there was vegetables in there, and I needed some vegetables, and you know, a little bit goes by, maybe a couple hours go by, and I just, you know, I'm drinking water. I'm just like sitting there. I had about maybe 9 cigarettes by that point in the day, so I was feeling pretty good. That coffee had already gone through me like a fucking racehorse, and it's about 7 o'clock. You know, I'm nearing the end of my shift. I got about like 15-ish stops left. And I get to this house, it's pitch black out, and like I've been burping a little bit, you know, as one does, and like I had like one of those deep, throaty, tummy burps, one of those you just drank a bunch of soda burps, and I feel it in my throat, and I feel a little bit of heartburn with it too, and I'm going up to the house to do that, and I bend over to set the package down and burp as I'm bending over, and immediately I just throw up all over the doorstep of these people's houses.
That's a Christmas present for their kids. And you're just like, and here you go.
And a happy New Year. Yeah.
Did they have a ring camera? Did you notice?
Yeah. They had a ring
They
camera.
caught that.
Everyone in that neighborhood
We
has a
have
ring.
to try to find that video.
Okay, if I can find the address, that will be so funny.
Dude, they got it.
Dude,
They have
they
to.
definitely might have it, unless it clears after a while or something.
Hey, you
Could
know,
find it. We can knock
we
on
have
their
a
door because they
podcast.
opened the door.
They
I
did.
knocked.
They saw it?
I knocked.
What happened?
I knocked
Oh.
on the.
You didn't just run away.
I should have just run away, but I was too like shaky and weird to run away at the time, and I was like, I should probably tell them.
It would have been awesome if you just went in and used their bathroom and just like
Throw up
just
even
shit
more.
for like 2 hours. just like, I'm really sick. I'm so sorry.
You invade their home.
Yeah, they probably think I'm the I can't say it, otherwise we're gonna get ghosted. But I'm not some
The scary thing.
the big scary thing. But then I couldn't breathe really. Like my throat was all like, when your throat
You
gets
vomited.
sore and like gross, you can't swallow because it's like it's acidic in your throat. So
Well,
Gross.
it's fucking.
that's good. But
Or
back to the
why were
pizza
we-
thing.
Yeah,
The toppers. So we had toppers. That's the worst.
that's
fast
the worst
food
one.
chain.
Best
Fast
one's
food,
Domino's.
Well, hold on.
Oh,
Let's get
just
it.
trying
up
to lay
there.
the spectrum out.
No, I get it. But we only have
I mean,
4. Really.
nobody would like that. Is a universal fact. that
Well, Domino's
is number one.
used to
Yeah.
not be number 1
Definitely
for a
not.
long
And
time.
that's why they're better because they came back.
they
And
did. They had a
really-
great comeback.
they worked
They
on
rebranded.
themselves.
They got rid of the blue and white Domino and just became the one white Domino. And they're like, they instead of Domino's pizzas, they're just Domino's. They just
Yeah.
they called it a rebrand where they just cut, but really they just cut everything in half.
It was an
and just made the
unbranding.
prices better. Like that's all they did. But
They
Tastes
might
better
have.
though.
They might have changed. the
tastes a
pizza,
lot
too.
better.
The crust is fire.
But Toppers was ass, horrible.
Disgusting.
Then you have Little Caesars. And this is the problem with Little Caesars. Little Caesars is good for being $5, and that's what's embarrassing about Toppers is that Little Caesars is better than Toppers and for like literally half the price. But like the thing about Little Caesars, it's ass because it's marinara sauce. Marinara. Listen.
Marinara.
Because it's marinara sauce, and you can tell because it's super like salty. It's like
Yeah.
what you dip mozzarella sticks in. That's not supposed to be on pizza. That's not what you use. You use pizza sauce. It's different. It's not marinara.
It's just less salt, or
Yeah, it's not like it's supposed to be more of a tomato sauce, not a marinara.
I'm looking up the difference because
Marinara is a tomato sauce. It's just a type of tomato sauce. It's in the family.
There's different seasonings in it, probably.
It is. It's a different family. Tomato sauce is a family of things, and marinara is part of the family. What?
marinara is thick, with 2 C's, while pizza sauce is thin.
And you can tell when you eat Little Caesars, it's marinara. It's not good. So that's a fucking on the spot again stoner place. And for
sure.
families that are on the brink of divorce,
It's always a fight in there.
it's always a fight.
It's always someone just got in a fight at home, and they took one of the kids and they went there to get pizza, so the kid doesn't feel like the family's falling apart. They're still eating.
Right, they're still eating. They're like, oh, we're going out.
At
At
least
least things
there's
must
food.
be good.
You're
And
eating
then,
Little Caesars? I mean, I loved Little Caesars.
then you get there and you go, hey man, they're like, hey, we don't have any pizzas done. And they're like, it's gonna be like a 20-minute wait. And then the guy just leans in. I'm like, I'm on the brink. If you don't get this fucking pizza made, and there's violence. Then it's Little Caesars, but then it goes Pizza Hut. Now a lot of people
No.
don't. It is.
I completely disagree.
It is Pizza Hut, but I'll explain to you why.
I would get Little Caesars over Pizza Hut any day.
And that's not the
Same.
truth for America. Let me speak for the people.
Yeah, whatever. Go ahead.
This is why.
Speak
and
your truth.
I know
Cade.
this is the reason why. And let me explain.
Convince me.
Pizza Hut is a cartoonish pizza. Truly. Pizza Hut, when you open just a cheese pizza, has those brown burn marks on it, right? It's really greasy. I mean, you have to take a napkin to the Pizza Hut pizza for how greasy it is, right? When you lift up that piece of pizza, it's so greasy it just hangs and the cheese
Limp.
starts coming down.
Yeah.
It's limp and it gets cold in 30 seconds. Like when you get a pizza, you have to eat that in 30 seconds or else it goes bad. That's how close you are. But the thing about, like, for me,
Exciting.
a Pizza Hut pizza it's just like it's just a dirty whore pizza. And when I eat it, I feel like a little whore. I feel like a little American piggy waiting to stuff his gullet. Like when you get a piece of cheese pizza, like if you get pepperoni, you get a pepperoni pizza,
little perfect little nipples,
these little red
little
nipples across this thing, and you pick one up.
Yeah, you just hold it,
and you hold it
just
up,
pinch that little nipple,
and you hold it to the light, and you let that grease go down your gullet.
Just kind of
give it a little lick, and then you pick up that pizza, and you kiss that whore on the mouth. That's why it's America's pizza, because it's everything that America is. A little pig who's a whore, and we're not shaming, but I'm just being honest. We don't slut shame on this podcast.
No, we don't.
We really do.
You put it second to the top
of things exactly.
Literally, yeah.
And then the next thing for America is fine dining, which is Domino's Pizza. What is this?
Leading pizza chains. Leading pizza chains in the U.S.
Sorry, I speak for America.
Well, you got the top 3 right.
Yeah, because I speak for America.
Wait, can we? Chuck E. Cheese is the last one.
Is Toppers even on here? No, Toppers is
Of course not.
Toppers is local, right?
No, I don't.
It's a small Midwest chain.
Maybe.
Or you just mean for choices wise, it's not even going to be on
No, this
here.
is just by sales.
In 2009. Toppers is going to go bankrupt. Okay.
They did.
Mod Pizza is degeneracy.
I mean, these are within with a decimal place of each other.
Chuck E. Cheese, it's for kids. Like, they don't care. Nobody cares. You get the parents like go home. Like when their kids are like, we're gonna go have a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, the parents have to request off the next day because they're gonna be out of commission. Mm-hmm. They can't go to work.
Yeah, they had a flat root beer and like a spin-on pizza, and they
Marco's Pizza. Are these also frozen? Or
these are
Marco's is they have one of those in the old family video.
They're bad.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not good.
They're
Papa
thick.
Murphy.
The cheese is good there at Marco's.
Do you know who's not on here? That's banging.
Rocky Rococo's.
Rocky Rococo's puts all of these to sleep.
That's the reason I didn't shoot up my school was Rocky Rococo Fridays. The only thing that saved me. We don't need to cut that.
We might need to cut some.
We'll think about it.
Nah, we'll leave it in.
Bryce says it's fine.
Hey,
no, but
there's 65 chains of Toppers, by the way, and they're all not all Midwest. But mostly.
That's not many. It's pretty small.
I will speak to that because we did have like high school was one of the most depressing times in my life. But I gotta be honest, when Rocky Rococo Wednesday came along and it was $2 for a slice,
yeah,
I felt like a little pig in pasture, little pig at the trough. That's what it felt like. It's when they brought out the red Rocky Rococos, like the big things that they put them in.
Yeah,
you're just looking at the pigs line up for the trough as the farmer
happy
puts
little
in
pigs.
Happy little pigs.
Before they
little pigs.
Before they do the No Country for Old Men right on your forehead, you know.
And they're like, you're graduated.
Yeah, it's a stamp.
Oh my god,
that was good though.
Rocky Rococo is a baller though, like the dude.
Truly,
he looks badass.
That's gone, right? They're all gone, aren't they? Did they go bankrupt?
And the one in Kenosha disappeared a couple years ago, and now that's where Noodles and Company is. I don't know what happened to the chain though.
God, Rocky
we'll see if Bryce can find it. I'm curious because that was
banging. I don't know why they went out. I don't think they just kept up with the times.
Player. Oh shit, not him.
Hello.
Damn.
Fuck Gruber.
What is this? Dress like Rocky Rococo and get a free pizza on April 20th.
So but this is
in 2019. Did they make it through COVID?
Doubtful.
You don't think they did? Can you look up?
This is old.
Is Rocky Rococo still around? Can you find out?
Like alive or the?
No. Is the business chain here? Watch this be like some people are just like, yes, it is. Right, you don't need to look it up. Yes, but we don't know that.
We need to know.
Also, I like to just say how you guys shamed me for putting at Pizza Hut number 2, and America spoke. I told you I speak for America, and it was proven.
You're the real American here.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
When did it leave?
Oh, wait.
When did it leave us?
Oh, wait.
When did it pass away? Was Bryce wrong?
I might have been wrong.
Bryce, are you feeding fake news?
Well, they still have a website.
Well,
That's
doesn't mean
weird.
anything.
Locations.
It's kind of weird,
If
isn't
I
it?
can order a pizza, then they're still open.
Yeah, locations is just none. Just the website. They're still paying for the website.
You can look at the pizza if you
Why
want.
does it keep doing
Yeah,
that?
and
That's so
Racine.
weird.
The Racine one's still around.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
still
they're...
open. There's
can you
one-
Wait, is
zoom
this
out?
the?
There's
oh,
literally one near
Zoom
us.
out.
And we're
It's,
doxing
it was
ourselves.
the search is
Dude, as if we haven't already.
I know, I'm kidding.
We had a...
Oh, no.
Oh, dude, they're still around.
Go hit them all.
Awesome.
Can we just say what a relief? This country has got we got so much taken away from us as a country. Just as a country, if we lost Rocky Rococo's, I don't know what I
don't know where this podcast would be.
where would we be? In the ground.
In the ground. Like,
I'd be a flag on a mantle if it wasn't for Rocky Rococo's.
I'd be a flag on a mantle. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. With the Fortnite coffin.
I got a new skin on my coffin.
With the Fortnite coffin. I think I'm making fun of you if you would do that, but I'm not making fun of children who do that because that is sad.
Okay.
Since when have you ever cared about the kids who play Fortnite of that generation?
No. I just saw like a kid passed away and they had a Fortnite casket.
Oh, like
People
their
were
actual casket.
roasting him, and I was like,
Well, his parents shelled out a lot of money for that casket.
no, man. It's like you got fucking. If my kid was really into something, I'd probably do something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
care.
That's true.
But
Do you
like
think
people
they did
were
the Fortnite
shitting on
dances at his funeral,
it. No,
like to pay respects.
now our own producer's trying to get us in trouble.
I'm just saying, the kids, they love doing that. They love doing they do the loser dance. They do the shoot. The floss, infamously.
Jesus Christ, Bryce.
Don't act like that's the worst thing that's been said on this podcast.
I'm like trying to like save it. Like I'm not making. I just look at you like so cold. I'm not making fun of that. And then Bryce is like, "Do you think they do Fortnite dances there?" I take it back.
Sorry.
I wouldn't do that for my kid.
Not Fortnite. Anything else?
No, I saw a Spider-Man one. They had
Yeah.
like some dude dressed up as Spider-Man pushing it along, and I get
That's
it.
classic.
I mean, it's better than the priest.
Okay.
Spider-Man never assaulted any altar boys.
He saves them.
Yeah.
I was watching a video about how Spider-Man 2 is like considered one of the greatest superhero movies ever made. I
saw
never
that,
really
yeah.
knew that.
By who?
No, when like they break it down of like dialogue and like the philosophy behind it and like what it really like how like Spider-Man like it's about the whole movie is about choices and what actually drives you in life and then like whether doing what is right might make you lose what you dream of, and it's just this how the villain and the superhero are both going through that same pain simultaneously. And then the end of the movie is like he stops Doc Ock from like doing the bad thing.
Spoiler alert.
2008. What was it? 2006.
2005.
Hey, I never
think,
saw
something
it.
Like that. Yeah. Yeah, right. You're like, hey, spoiler.
But I was
Yeah.
like thinking about it. I was like, damn. And then I got in an argument at work about fucking Marvel, and I was like, Dark Knight is one of the best superhero movies, and they're like, yeah, but I take Marvel over any day. And I was like, over DC, and I was like, I get it, bro, but I gotta be honest.
It's
like,
a bigger universe.
I would be like, people will disagree with me on this. I will trade all of the if I had to choose between just Dark Knight and the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, I choose Dark Knight every time.
If there was some way to make a deal with like the Devil or the Reaper to exchange all of the Marvel movies and all of the actors' lives in them for Heath Ledger to be still alive, because that's not fair. That's just not fair.
It's not fair. Yeah, but then we lose Benedict Cumberbatch, and I kind of like him.
That is true.
For you, it's a reasonable cost.
I think of the main Avengers, I'm saying we'll give their lives because
Scarlett Johansson?
Cumberbatch is barely. Yes.
She's played out. You know,
Chris
played out.
I almost said Chris Hansen.
we can't trade him.
No, who's
National treasure.
Captain America?
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Ruffalo. The dirty Kenoshan
He's
fuck.
from Kenosha, yeah.
He made a disgusting tweet. We don't even need to get into it.
No, I don't, because I know what he said.
You know what it is.
Fucking him. Fuck Mark Ruffalo. First of all, I genuinely hope the biggest like local celebrity, and not even really local, but from Kenosha probably goes Mark Ruffalo and then Tristan Jazz. I genuinely hope Tristan Jazz is more famous than Mark Ruffalo one day.
Well, it goes Mark Ruffalo, Tristan. No, wait. It goes the top Mark Ruffalo at the moment, and then Tristan Jazz, and then Orson Welles, way below Tristan Jazz at this point.
Yeah, Orson Welles.
He lived here for 8 months.
He was born here.
He was born here.
He was
That's
born
cool.
here. Yeah. His house is right down the street from here. Yeah, and Tristan Jazz. And then we obviously kind of did the math wrong on that because we're just being respectful, but truly technically goes us, the biggest podcast in America.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo.
All respect to everybody we've mentioned.
Yes.
It's a fair game.
What's this?
I don't make the rules.
I wonder who has more followers, Mark Ruffalo or Tristan Jazz. That's a dumb question.
That is a dumb. What?
But I'm curious.
No. Can we look it up?
Yeah. You look up Mark Ruffalo, I'll look up Tristan Jazz.
No. Look at us sleuthing.
Tristan Jazz, 2 mil.
Mark Ruffalo is 20 mil. We can get Tristan Jazz.
All right.
We can get Tristan Jazz.
This is the goal of the podcast, 2022.
Dude, we got to get Tristan Jazz in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to get him in a movie.
What about like a reimagining of the Basketball Diaries that with Leonardo DiCaprio,
Not familiar.
or like Hoosiers?
No, he's got to be like an actor.
He can't. What do you mean?
I think
That
he's
is-
got to be a
yeah.
cooler superhero
Yeah.
than the Hulk. You know.
Dude,
He'd like
yeah, he's
that.
got
Let's talk to him about that.
We'll get him on the phone. Our people will reach out to his people.
We'll get our boy.
We got a superhero movie lined up for you.
No, because it'd
Dude,
be cool.
what if we like that happened? We're like, hey man, I don't know how it happened, but I got Marvel reps on the phone.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know how. I just lied my way into the office, and I just pretended I was some big agent, and I showed them who you were, and they were interested. They're like, you can't be Captain America because he died, or he's not in it anymore. And they also Captain America's black now, so that they reserved that for him.
Yeah, we're in the new
which
thing.
we respect.
It's the new age.
And I have
It's
to
the new
like
decade.
iterate that to him, which we respect.
Right. Over and over. Keep coming back to it.
And then they're like, we're gonna like, they have every Marvel character. What could he even be?
He could be. Is there a good Green Hornet or that's DC, but like a good like DC, like DC hasn't been fleshed out as much as Marvel when it comes to movies yet, right?
Is Green Lantern DC?
Green Lantern is.
I don't know.
Green Lantern's DC, I think.
He should just be a brand new superhero that's not invented.
They
yet.
write a new one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of these fucking whack ass universes. it's
They write a
different
new
universe.
Yeah.
one. Damn, dude.
Tristan Jazz.
And he
okay.
crosses up the Hulk.
I love Joaquin Phoenix. Don't get me wrong. But Tristan Jazz as Joker we'd forget about Rittenhouse. We'd forget about all of it.
He'd be the new, like, people would pray to him.
Yeah, they'd have be posters in
I would
people's
want
rooms.
his autograph.
Yeah,
I
Rise up.
kind of want it now.
if he was Joker, that would be.
No, that's our goal. We got to get Marvel reps on the phone. What would be fun? No. Fuck Marvel. What we do is have we get DC reps on the phone. We kickstart the DC cinematic universe, and he's fucking he'd be Robin. Ooh, he'd be. No,
I don't know.
because he can't be Batman.
Well, no, Bryce is making a good point. We got to get imaginative with like a new superhero, a new universe.
Yeah. fuck
New
these others.
superhero.
From the Midwest, like some Midwest, like
Yeah,
like Kick-Ass, but like better.
Like Corn.
Remember
Man or
Kick-Ass?
something.
No, it wouldn't be tacky.
I'm kidding.
Like what did you say?
I said Corn Man. No, but
Corn.
that's just what I thought of when you said Midwest.
I just mean like a deindustrialized city and like a group of like entrepreneurial but like savvy, creative, disillusioned youth.
Yeah, we'll get Tristan Jazz, Young Trench, Ethan Davies, us, and we'll all be superheroes in the new superhero franchise.
Someone has like the Tony Stark bag of money, and they can fund
Tristan
this
Jazz would be a
team.
good Iron Man-esque character.
that kind because there's a formula to the team. There's
He'd be
like
good for
there's
that.
what's it
I'd
called?
be someone. I'd be like I either be because it would have to be like a joke, but I would either be I like Quicksilver a lot from Marvel because he's the guy who in X-Men who wears the headphones and he just runs really fast.
Mhm.
I was like I either be that or someone would be like, we get that you want to like run fast and stuff, but we want to make you stretchy. Like like you're long and you're tall. Like we just want to make those limbs go more. We just make them go. You have the ability to just stretch them. It'd be like that. They'd be like, that's your superhero that you can like get small and big.
Well, because here's the thing: they've never made a good Fantastic Four series yet of movies. So we should scrap that. We should stop trying to remake that shit.
Oh,
and make like a better like little small tight team.
I just realized who he would be in the Marvel universe.
Who?
He'd be the guy, the Flame On guy, the Human Torch.
Oh,
The flame on guy.
Yeah, no, that would
Yeah.
be him. That's
Yeah.
like that actually like fits
That works.
perfectly.
Yeah,
that
that's pretty
fits
cool.
perfectly. That's our in. So
Yeah.
if this doesn't work, we'll get the Marvel
we'll get
reps
them
on the phone.
Hey, we have a perfect squad for the right Fantastic Four franchise.
Dude, Tristan Jazz we should tell somebody close to him and be like, dude, your manager needs to make sure that you're the Human Torch because you
Yeah.
would be perfect for
Put that in your
role.
back pocket. We'll talk about this. You know what I mean? Because like he's got a lot going on, but he has the
Dude, but if he could be in a
sponsorships for that.
movie,
yeah.
why wouldn't it be dumb if you didn't for your career?
And basketball and flame imagery kind of just goes together. So like it could
Yes.
really ride the
Fireballs.
coattails of that career too.
we'll make
like-
it happen.
yeah.
We'll get the right
We should
people
just
on the
take
phone.
over as his like team.
We'll be his team.
Let's sign him to the podcast.
Let's just get him.
So we like
Damn.
we would bullshit our way into the Marvel office. We're saying we're
Fake
not.
biz
We'll
it
be
out.
like we're with the parent company of the Weinstein Company.
Right.
We're not. We're like kind of affiliated, but we never actually met anybody.
No.
But they technically owned us. But we're here now.
We came
and
in
still got
after
people.
he did that shit. We came
Right.
in after,
You bought it at a discount.
We're a whole nother
Right.
thing. We're TNS. They're like, what? I'm like, we're TNS.
yeah.
And they're like, what? Again? I'm like, listen, we got the Human Torch. And they're like, what? They're like, I'm like, Phase 5, Fantastic Four, right? And I just start showing them this Instagram. I'm like, you thinking about this?
You see what I'm seeing?
You seeing what I'm seeing? And they're
You get it, right?
Dude, I'm only talking to like the receptionist, and she's like, fuck yeah.
He's like, we're like, follow him. Give me your phone. I'll follow him for you.
Dude, does
That could work.
Bob Iger? Does Bob Iger have any like shit going on right now? And he's like, he's got like a 4 o'clock, but I think I could squeeze you in right now. And she just buzzes. She's like, Iger, we got to talk now.
Right now. Cancel
Fucking
everything.
beep
And he's like,
in
you're
there.
fired.
I'm like, psh. I'm like, listen, Bobby, we're gonna make millions.
We're going to make a lot of money together.
I got the Human Torch on the. And he's like,
The kids
who?
know.
And then he's like, who else? Like, we need 3 other people.
And you're like, 1, 2, and then
I grabbed the receptionist.
She's the woman from.
We could go invisible.
Invisible
Yeah.
Woman.
Yeah.
Invisible woman. No, it would be. I would be like, listen. I think I'd be I cut my hair. I think I'd be a really good Mr. I don't know what he does.
Mr.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, well, who's the
The
boulder
Thing?
guy? The
Oh,
Thing, right?
Yeah.
The Thing. Yeah.
We need a thing. Who's going to be Thing? I mean, I don't know if I could be Thing.
I mean, listen, Danny DeVito could be the Thing.
Right.
They're like, what? I'm like, listen.
He saved It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He can say.
save Fantastic
You-
Four.
You saw it, you saw that.
You saw that? No.
You
You know who would
You
be
saw
the
Matilda.
Thing? You know who would be the Thing? John Cena.
Oh, Christ.
Dude, we get John
Yeah.
Cena as the Thing, Tristan Jazz as the Human Torch, me as Mr. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not me,
I'll direct.
The receptionist as the woman.
No.
Nameless receptionist. Invisible woman.
I got something better. I got a better Invisible Woman for you. This is how
Okay,
I'd
what?
sell it to Bob Iger.
Okay.
Miley Cyrus.
Christ. She can barely speak.
Dude, how cool would it be with her like smoked out lungs, like being
See
Invisible
a
Woman?
floating cigarette. Like that.
And John Cena speaking perfect Mandarin.
He could teach us Mandarin. The movie could play in China. Will be a hit.
I just fucked up, dude. I just fucked up. We can't we have to have some diversity here. So okay, so with my character, I'm gonna opt out for like a gay Hispanic man who's really tall. I think that's fair. I'll take myself out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Take myself out.
We should do that
Because we have 2 white guys, and I think
and a
that's
white
fine.
director. I'm directing, and
Right, so we gotta have some diversity here. So we're gonna have a tall gay Latino man, and then Tristan Jazz as the Human Torch, John Cena as the Thing, and then for what's her name again? Invisible Woman?
Yeah, I think so. Invisible
Whatever.
Woman. We have Miley Cyrus.
No, we have to have an
The
Asian
receptionist.
American.
Oh, that actually would be good. I think we should get. God, who's a really good? Who was the actress from Squid Game? Who was the number? I only know them by their numbers for the most part because
Yeah,
I don't speak the
know her
language
name,
that well.
But the one that was like,
I think it's like something Hooney is her last name, and she'd be a great Invisible
No,
Woman
dude, I
because
take
she's
it all
super
back.
like didactic.
I take it all back, dude. Zendaya.
There we go.
ooh,
There we go.
Bada bing.
She's already in that industry now.
it
She's
is
in.
Invisible Woman, by the way. I don't know.
Okay.
That's an all-star cast, so that's a lot of money.
That kind of is. I mean,
And you're also kind of taken away from the Tristan Jazz factor, you know.
right, but the thing is, he's not like he needs to have. He can't have that be his whole career. You see actors who make like one franchise their whole career, they're tanked. You know,
Yeah.
he had something before this, and it's building to this. This is just a stepping stone. This is
Right.
just a leap pad. You know,
And that's why there's only like, you know, Fantastic Four. You make one movie and you just
Yeah.
be done with it. Make it
you
good.
you just make a
Done
good
with
movie and you're done with it. You maybe do a sequel, but you don't have to. Michael B. Jordan was in the Fantastic Four, the newest one, and then he went on to do Black Panther, and it was so much better. Tristan Jazz doesn't have to get stuck in this franchise, and we would not make it that way. We make one good film and then send him off. Everybody goes on their way because like all these other actors are already in. Everybody we just listed is already into something, and they already have a path. You know, they're not going to be defined by this franchise.
I think we really did find the perfect Fantastic Four like thing. Oh well, we
Yeah.
never found who's going to be Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, we did. That's the
wasn't
the
here.
gay Latino guy.
Yeah, but who is that?
Well, like you're that. But
I
you're
got
just
it.
not
No,
quite
no, I
enough.
got it. Jussie Smollett.
Well, I don't know if he's
He's not
Hispanic.
It's not,
Latino.
but
No.
it's diversity, and it would, get people
It'll get
to
buzz
theater.
going.
It'll get the buzz. Yeah, I don't think he's
controversial.
very tall.
Controversial.
Oh, he got in trouble, didn't he?
He did recently. I don't know what happened though.
No, like he's got charged with faking the
with
hate crime.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, no, he did. They've proved that he lied about that. That somebody hit him with a Subway
Yeah,
bag at
convicted.
3 a.m.
What time? Where are we at for time?
We got about like 5 minutes left.
Before the hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we need to figure out who's going to be Mr. Fantastic before we're done here.
Yeah, I can't sleep without it.
I really can't. Who's? Oh, boom! Fucking Karate Kid.
Jaden Smith.
No, not Jaden Smith. The karate. Jesus Christ.
The Karate Kid.
No, the
was
not,
Karate Kid.
No, he's older. I know, but the old.
You talking about
the show, the Netflix show.
I don't know his
You
name.
know what I'm
dude.
talking
I know.
about. Can
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy up? We found it.
From-
we gotta go to
from
Bob
Cobra
Iger's
Kai.
place from Cobra
From
Kai.
Cobra Kai. Let's get that cast up.
Dude, new face,
Yep.
Hispanic. I don't know if he's Hispanic. He might be something else, but like he could be Hawaiian.
You're talking
You never
about the
know.
main guy?
Yeah,
or the
yeah.
kid?
The kid.
Okay, Miguel Diaz.
Miguel Diaz. Wait, that's his name in the show.
Oh.
Can we see?
is it?
Mario Zolo Maranduena.
You said that with an accent. That was damn good, Bryce.
Dude.
Let's see.
Boom! Right there.
No,
That's Mr.
that is perfect.
Fantastic.
That's perfect.
We figured it out.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll do some.
And he's coming up too. He's in an HBO series.
Dude, oh, go back. One more, go back. Dude, fucking Martin Cove. Dude, that's Doom.
That's the thing.
That's Doom.
Oh,
Yes.
there we go. Because we needed the villain here.
We need the villain. That's Doom. That's Professor Doom. Don't tell me this wouldn't be the most badass Fantastic Four film. We got it down.
Let's pitch it.
Zendaya did we figure out her name? Is it Invisible Woman?
Invisible Woman.
Invisible Woman, Zendaya, Zolo, which is his name. I know that sounds.
That's a cool
He's a
name.
star
Zo-
waiting to be born.
Zolo, Mr. Fantastic, John Cena as the Thing, Tristan Jazz as the Human Torch, and fucking Martin Kove as Professor Doom. Dude, we need to get Bob Iger on the phone now.
I know. Hey, we said 2022 was going to be big things. Big things, baby. We're in. Once we get that.
Or Hollywood.
Dude, I really do
Selling
think
out,
we just help somebody might hear this and that we just help them on so many hours of casting.
You don't think that they're scouting us right now? Dude.
I mean, yeah, they peep
Dude,
our
you
page.
know who
I bet.
huge.
We get.
Who would you be? I wish I could be Quicksilver, but like it's Marvel, so yeah, I'd like to be in X-Men because it's like, who are you gonna be? I don't know any of the villains from X-Men. Oh, dude, I know who
I don't
I'd
know
be,
any
dude.
of What?
I'd be Silver Surfer. Stupid. No, I wouldn't. I'd love to be. Yeah, because that's the only two. It's Silver Surfer and Professor Doom. That's the only ones I can hear. I know. And
I don't know who I'd
Surfer's
be.
kind of a dumb villain.
Yeah, that's why that one failed. It was just not exciting. It was not terrifying. That's the thing. Like, if this Fantastic Four thing falls out, if we can't get them on the phone, we gotta have like just an original.
We'll do our
superhero story. We'll reimagine it like they reimagined like those offshoot DC movies.
Which sucks. We're gonna lose
No.
Zendaya, John Cena, and Zolo. We'll probably
maybe.
Honestly, we're probably gonna lose Tristan as well. So we're gonna have to start from scratch.
I don't know, man. He's about his hometown. I think we might be able to hold on to that one.
Okay.
I still think we
let's not lose
should
hope.
just come up with a, Mr. Freedom or some shit,
Mr.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Yeah,
Bring
you
back
can be like a salesman that you can sell anyone furniture, and it's like, you stop them in their path, and they're just like, they get instantly hooked, and you can sell anything.
Dude, yeah.
can
What if we
sell
had?
anything.
What if we had a character? What if we had a villain and like his name like was something about charisma? It was like Magic Tongue or something. Like they called him
Silver Tongue.
Silver Tongue.
Silver
Yeah.
Tongue. Okay.
Silver Tongue.
Got
And
the
his thing is
Silver
that he can persuade anybody.
Yeah.
But it's like almost like magical.
Mhm.
Like he gets in people's heads.
He does a certain tone, like in Dune. He does a
Yes.
certain and they are a slave. They are just inoculated.
He can drive people to insanity by just like verbally
make voices in their head.
Yes,
you know?
and like the only way you have to defeat it, like you have to like have like earplugs that can that ring at a certain pitch so that you can fight him. But the thing is when they're ringing, you can't hear anything else around him. So that's a way that he uses that to his advantage. Dude, that's a cool villain.
That's a cool
That's
villain.
what you'll play?
I will be Silver Tongue.
Yeah,
It'll
that's
be Silver
that'd
Tongue.
perfect for you. Yeah.
We start off with the villain. We can kind of build a story around that.
Right.
Who wants to defeat that and why?
You gotta find the weakness.
What is this guy trying to do? What are you trying
What's
to do?
the
Well, yeah.
villain's
What's
too?
their kryptonite? What's their shit?
I will have one character called the American Sniper.
Yes.
Yeah, there's got to be a military element into this.
We're trying to bring back nationalism. We're gonna be
Yeah.
the first. Franchise
No, it'll be
to
like
do
a
it.
really weird, like it will be like
Yeah.
a really weird like critique on America.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we'll have a character that's all about America's exceptionalism, but it's like
Right.
that's the nuance to that character because maybe they're like a veteran that they got their superpowers when they were like after like an atomic bomb went off in another country and like they abandoned him.
No, they realized that they fought in Vietnam. They're like kind of an
Yeah,
old timer.
I was gonna say.
And they go on kind of like a Jacob's Ladder journey to realize that the government fucked with them and was like manipulating them with psychedelics and traumatizing them. And then he turns his American exceptionalism into like a force for like human exceptionalism.
What would he be? He'd be like a.
He'd be like some sort of like he could fly different aircraft. He'd have to have like a superpower. Oh, the psychedelics that the military gave him probably give him some sort of like skill.
Thing?
No, maybe he can control shit with his mind.
No, he can't control stuff with his mind, but like in the sense of going off the mental thing, he has like super perception. So he can like he doesn't actually slow down time, but he has the ability to perceive time slowed down because he uses a sniper rifle.
Right.
He should have a peg leg, I think.
Or he's like without an eye
patch, yeah.
or
some sort of
Fucked up,
disability that like
little like
yeah.
claw hands, like the little.
It's too bad. I would love to rip off like Metal Gear Solid. We call him like Snake Eater, like something like Vietnam-ass, like fucking secret agent. But we gotta wrap up.
Yeah, we don't want to give away all our ideas.
No.
Yeah, true.
All right.
It's just a taste for you guys. You're gonna see more from us soon. Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna
it's
be
exciting.
bigger.
Next 2 weeks. We'll let you know. We have a Christmas episode. We have the year anniversary. We've got 2 celebrations in a row. Whee!
Yay!
So you guys have a good one. Love you. Everyone say bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.